And yes, you are correct. Olivia and I were featured in a Business Insider article yesterday. Thank you for all the kind words and messages. It is behind their, I guess, paywall or subscription service. So if you don't have a Business Insider, I think there's a 30-day trial out there somewhere. But I also found it on Apple News. So that seemed to be free. So if you have a chance, go ahead and check it out. I want to sort of give you a quick rundown. But before we do that, let's congratulate Justin. Justin, try to get that light shine off it. Justin, congratulations on getting your deal. Your card will go in the mail today, but obviously be picked up and go out Monday because it is Sunday. Back to the Business Insider article. If you've had a chance to read it, these are the things that I hope you took from it. First and foremost, I was very pleased that they talked about how to do one rental at a time, especially for new investors. Get focused, buy box, all of that. It highlighted our decade of sacrifice. It highlighted time in the market versus timing the market. It talked about making work optional in 10 years. And finally, it did close with everybody could do it. That is something, you just want to be picked up. You just don't want me to. Folks, yes, if you heard that little whining, we have Sonny here. It doesn't like me standing in the corner. It feels like I might be on timeout or something. Yeah, buddy, how you doing? So again, back to the Business Insider article. Everyone could do it. That is what I hope you took from it. It was something that I thought was very important to get across. Do me a favor, don't bother going to Business Insider on Facebook. I did make the mistake of going there because they tagged me in the article. And there's lots of hate on the internet. Lots of people who clearly didn't read the article saying some horrific and nasty things that aren't true. I'm really glad they didn't tag Olivia because she would have been probably upset. So hopefully she never sees that stuff. And if you meet her, don't bring it up because I don't want her to go look for it. That was some nasty, mean, hurtful things said out there. Clearly, again, from people who didn't read the article. But again, the last thing about the Business Insider article, if you've been watching my channel for more than a week, you saw the same things. We are who we are. We don't make stuff up. This is our story, and we really are trying to help folks. So hopefully you enjoyed that. On to the daily financial news. I don't know if you saw this, but it looks like a senator, probably multiple of them. This is the one I read. Senator Ted Cruz buys Bitcoin. Apparently Ted Cruz bought the dip. He bought a coin. He spent somewhere between $15,000 and $50,000 back when the coin was $36,000 on January 25th. My guess is he bought a coin, but who knows? I do think it is very interesting. One of the things we have talked about with some of our experts are government officials, Congress, House of Representatives. They own real estate. So they're very likely to institute laws that incent ownership. I am curious if we start to see more and more, and yes, more and more senators and House of Representatives and government officials and mayors buy or take their salaries in Bitcoin. Are they really going to institute laws that would hurt themselves? History says no, but I thought that was interesting. Peloton, again, we're talking about fallen angels, something that happened in the dot-com crisis after fallen angels crashed. Some of them got picked up for parts, some of them got picked up for engineering, and some of them got picked up for their brand and added to stronger units. I got a question for you. Who buys Peloton? Any guesses? Right? It's possible they stay independent, don't get me wrong, but I'm just wondering. Nike could pick them up. There's rumor of Amazon. What about Apple, right? Really? You don't? All right, fine. Sorry about this. So again, let me know who you think buys Peloton. I would really like to hear. Again, they're trading for under what they went public for. So very, very interesting. Don't know if you saw this, but there was a huge bet on the Super Bowl. Apparently there is a furniture owner in Cincinnati who made a huge bet on the Cincinnati Bengals winning. He placed a $4.5 million bet on Cincinnati beating the LA, no, not LA. Is it LA? The Rams. Are they the LA Rams? I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of football lately. So in the end, why did he do it? It's not because he has faith in the Bengals. It's actually to cover a marketing scheme. He is offering to refund all mattresses and recliners if Cincinnati wins. So he's placing a bet to cover what would be his loss from refunds. And of course, he is trying to ring it for all the marketing that is possible. Yes. I thought that was a furniture mogul bets $4.5 million in a marketing scheme. Pretty interesting. Got a couple questions for you this week, this month. Let's have some interaction with the audience. One, will the 10-year hit 2%? It closed Friday at 1.916. Yeah, that's getting pretty close. So will it hit 2% this week? Remember, we have CPI, I want to say Thursday, if memory serves. How about oil? Oil over $91, almost 92. It's at 91, 92. Will oil hit $100 this month? Remember when we talked about oil like negative $56 or something and people were buying or renting ships? Crazy stuff. One of the things that makes me very nervous, it's not stopping the taper. It's not even raising rates. What makes me nervous is we are on the cusp of the largest quantitative tightening ever seen by man. And this is a worldwide tightening. What could possibly go wrong? Remember in 2018, Q4 specifically, we had successfully tightened only $500 billion. And in Q4, we raised rates one more time and the market went into convulsions. Real estate transactions stopped. It is estimated that not $500 billion, but $2.2 trillion will be tightened or removed from the system in the next 12 months. That is 4.4x 500? Oh, it's something crazy. And again, remember the $500 billion in 2018 didn't go well. On top of that, Jonathan Twomley, one of our Thursday experts, he talked about a Harvard study of rental housing. So I got that article and I finished reading it. Actually, it wasn't an article. It was more like a presentation with notes. So these are my 6 takeaways from it. Rental rates climbed over 10%, not new. What was new? Class A went up the fastest. After a dip in Q1 of 2021, it went up the fastest, which I thought was interesting. Vacancies plummeted. Vacancies now are at a record low of 4.6% across all apartments. That is very interesting to think about, because haven't we heard about migration this and housing that? But vacancies, record lows. My guess is we are seeing housing formations and we are seeing the return of people who maybe moved in with parents or roommates going out and renting. But yeah, vacancies 4.6%. That was a surprise to me. Rental demand surged 600,000 alone in Q3, meaning new units rented, and that is behind supply. Supply was only 466,000. So where are these other units coming from? Thus the absorption. Price was up 16.8% and cap rates were down. And then finally, they highlighted that the government has allocated $46 billion to make up for rental rates. I saw a question come up about housing. I don't know what the vacancy rate is housing. I can tell you in my market, houses are less vacant than apartments. I don't have that number handy and I'm not going to guess. But my one market, my buy box, houses rent faster than apartments. A couple of questions I've gotten here recently. I thought I would just get on video. We have talked about a recession coming. We've talked about a recession potentially being a long one. So lots of people have asked, what happens to rent? I've invested through 2 recessions, the .com and the Great Recession. In the Great Recession, it probably gives you no joy to realize that rents went up. Most of that is because people were losing housing and they had to live somewhere. But in the Great Recession, there were some tech-oriented areas that rents went down, think Silicon Valley. However, most of the country, such as Fresno, California, was flat. It did not go down. It did not go up either. Another thing about rents, I do want to highlight that rents cannot continue to go up double digits. That will price people out. It is not long term. In fact, I think more importantly, I hope that rent slows down. Far better 1% or more than inflation, not this double digit growth. I think we've absorbed a decade of rent appreciation here in the last couple of years. So again, if you're out there assuming 15% rent increases in your models, don't do that. That is an unwise decision. And then finally, we talked about LA County extending the eviction moratorium to 2023. We've hit on that topic a couple of times. I've been digging around in it a little bit. And one of the things that I will want to say is, unfortunately, LA County, I believe, is about to lose 20% of their affordable housing. What is going to happen is landlords have had enough. They are going to, when they can, remove the tenants, remodel the unit, and sell it. LA County, you made a mistake. You made a classic error in judgment. You are choosing a short-term populist idea, and long-term, you are going to hurt the people you are trying to help. LA County, probably by the end of 2023, will have 10, 20, maybe 25% less affordable housing because landlords have had enough. They have been taken advantage of for longer than any other parts of the country, and they have had enough. I'm in communication with some of them out there, and they're like, can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm going to use every legal means to get them out. I'm going to remodel, and I'm going to sell to some owner. So if you want something in LA, congratulations. But if you need to rent in LA County affordable, good luck. It is about to get hard if it's not hard already. So folks, it is Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful day. We've got lots of interviews lined up today, so hopefully you'll take care of those. I got to do my goals and community video. Very busy day for me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.